Kenora MPP and Minister Greg Rickford joins Net News Ledger on the wildfire update. Joining us from the beautiful community of Kenora is Provincial Minister Greg Rickford. And Greg, we are having a summer of forest fires in Northwestern Ontario. We've had some pretty serious fires. We've had evacuations. What do our readers and viewers need to know?
What the readers and viewers need to know is that there's tremendous leadership on the ground in the affected communities, Keewaywin, Pekanjikam, Poplar Hill, and potentially Sandy Lake as the fire and as importantly the smoke continues to be a challenge in terms of containment. In addition to that, the extraordinary leadership of the Solicitor General of Ontario, the Ministry of Natural Resources, and my office in Indigenous Affairs through the Provincial Emergency Operations Committee, we've got a smooth running, responsive operation that is evacuating people quickly and making sure that they have safe and healthy accommodations. Which initially were dispersed across Northern Ontario, but I can report to James, James has extended out to Saskatchewan. So we're most appreciative of those communities across Northern Ontario who've opened up their communities to folks from Keewaywin and Pekanjikam in particular, potentially for Sandy Lake First Nations, but now Saskatchewan has come on board, and we couldn't be more grateful for their assistance. In fact, as we speak, 8 flights today are all heading for Regina for a total of 460 people. Saskatchewan has let us know that they have capacity for 2,000 evacuees in the province. And we're actually sending a liaison officer to Saskatchewan today. And this is born, James, out of the extraordinary relationship that Premier Ford has with Premier Moe. I was up in Big River First Nation with the Premier of Saskatchewan, and he just said, I know you've got a lot going on out in your neck of the woods, Greg. Saskatchewan's doors are open to receive those Indigenous people. So we're extremely grateful to them.
Now, what's going to happen if all the people evacuated to Saskatchewan come back as Saskatchewan Rough Rider fans and don't want to support the Winnipeg Blue Bombers or the Toronto Argonauts?
Well, that would be okay with me because I'm the first generation born on my mom's side outside of the province of Saskatchewan. So, I'm an Ontario boy, born and raised, and Northwestern Ontario is absolutely my home. I'm a Green Rider fan. So if they came back with that, with love and support for that team, that wouldn't bother me at all. But look, what's really important and serious here is that these folks are being taken care of. Often the first waves of evacuees are folks with medical conditions that need continuity of care and various other access to programs and services. So that's our top priority, and we're making sure that those folks are getting the services and programs and accommodations that they deserve and require.
Greg, you've got extensive time you've spent in the North. One of the things that's been really positive to see out of this situation is the leadership from the Canadian Rangers. Have you any comment on that?
Look, the Canadian Rangers, when I was a federal member of Parliament, the Prime Minister made a significant investment in raising not just the profile but the resources for this. And it just is something to go up to Fort Severn and to other communities and see essentially units of these young Rangers in uniform, prepared at every turn to support a variety of different activities, but especially and importantly in the context of these fires, the support to get people out, move people out safely and effectively.
You talk about leadership training, and I think the Canadian Rangers are really doing that for the North.
I can't say enough about them. I'm seeing them in action now, and it just really speaks to the success they've had in the dedication of those young people and how that builds capacity moving forward. I suspect that a high level of those people will go on to make important contributions to their communities, to that region, and to our province as a result of the extraordinary experience that they're having as Rangers. It's outstanding.
Minister Rickford, I want to thank you for taking the time. It's summer. I know you're home in Kenora right now, so you're probably having a lot of activities and a lot of things to do. And I appreciate the time.
It's my pleasure. Thank you, James.
Take care.